All right. Let's go ahead and show off the full armor double Zeta, not the Faz. Which, damn, how are we gonna? I think I'm just gonna call this one the full armor ZZ or something to compare. To compare it with the Faz. Maybe this will be the new Faz. I'll call this one the Faz, the other one the the fake Faz. But yeah, for those who are gonna be watching this as a video, hello. I got another new segment here, along with another announcement. But yeah, as you see here, we're finally getting the full armor double Zeta, along with a new map, which I'll showcase just a little bit here. The mass driver facility. That's the thing we see in the background of Port Base. I think those launched the oh god, what are they called? The Kumusais, the one that the Xeon uses. At least something to help it go into space, right? Ships go into space. They can't do it normally, but yeah. So, without further ado, yeah, hello Zerglu, hello Mario. Let's go ahead and get started. Development team in the future. Actually, no, wait, hold on. First of all, hello. First of all, greetings, pilots. Nakagawa's reporting, and glad to speak to you all here again. Tick tock, September is almost gone. Almost said autism. Autumn is closer as the nights become cooler. I wouldn't put it past the translation team to put that in there. 9/29 is the day for having a good sake and enjoy, or good sake, I think that's supposed to be, a good sake and enjoying the best moon of the year in Japan. I'm sure there will be someone saying, "Is there a moon?" Which is a line from Gundam X. Okie dokie. Time to show you all some information of the future Gundam Battle Operation 2. First, I'd like to let Oda take the turn and talk about the changes in development team. So, development team in the future. Hello, everyone. This is Oda, and it's been a while. Yes, it has been Oda. Just like how Kobe sit me the director room. This time is me to do the same to Nakagawa. Let's make it fast. I'm going to take a step back, and a new developing director will take over the control. Kobe had sat me to director, from 2 years ago, and I'm happy to say my mission is over now. I remember some developer newsletter may have talked about this. Developing staff are always shuffling the position no matter the original field is what? So nothing special. It is just a normal move in our team. Okay, so just normal as can be. Our new leader is Nakagawa, who he had joined development team over 3 years. Damn. Absolutely an all-rounder and supported development team a lot in different positions. So apparently he was pretty good. Or he is. You know what? I'll never let this kind of genius just sitting in somewhere. Actually, I had given the team control months ago. In the future, Nakagawa will continuously update new MS and functions of the game. Hope you all will enjoy a better GBO2. Unfortunately, I've been afflicted with COVID-19. Damn. When I took Kobe's position and not a chance to host or join any offline events. Hey, he can't even join on offline events, bro. What the fuck? Poor me. Pilot's strong enthusiasm and good comments. I'll always be happy to have them again anytime. Do something. I don't know what the fuck that is. BNE. Bandai Namco Entertainment? I'm guessing. My speech is coming to the end. I will still help the developing in the near future, but you know what? This is not my battlefield. Let's meet on the real in the game. That's all from former developer Oda. Thank you. Well, there goes Oda. Nice to have him for one of the few names I could pronounce, at least hopefully pronounced right. But yeah, thank you, Oda. This is Nakagawa. I feel grateful to be the next development director, and some of you may notice that I've been written developer newsletter for 3 months. I was mostly on the map creating and other tasks on game developing. Taking Oda's place means I will plan the updates for GBO2. I will do my best and hope you will all be there with us all the time. Let's make GBO2 great again. Again? Are you saying it was bad? At some point? Interesting, Nakagawa. Didn't like what Oda was doing? Before we move to the update information, let me take some time to thank all of you. So this is regarding the survey that they had in Japan. This doesn't regard any of the Western players. So thank you for the cooperation. It's still been compiled. They're just looking at a variety of opinions related to game systems and matching. So I've heard that if you wrote in English, they just threw it in the trash. Hopefully not, because I really wanted some stuff to be fixed regarding some of the finding matches in the multiplayer, not the multiplayer, the rooms, right? Where especially like spectator rooms, those are really annoying to get into. From, if you guys remember the spectator matches that we done. But yeah, they'll continue to improve the game and make it more enjoyable to play. We understand this will take some time. We look forward to your continued support, GBO2. Phew! Now let's get into the actual updates. Alright, they've got the new mobile suit. The full armor Double Zeta is arriving. Damn, the Japanese side has been celebrating Oda's replacement? Jesus. I guess he was just not that good. So, yeah, the full armor Double Zeta. See, this is, I kind of wish I'd speak Japanese or something, just so I can understand, like, what they don't like about Oda, because, all we get to talk about over here on this side is, like, stuff regarding, like, the suits. It'd be nice to see some, like, developments and what's going on in the inner workings of the company, right? All we get is, like, leaks. New 700 cost support. It's going to be a support. MS, the full armor Double Zeta Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam ZZ, or Double Zeta, is now joining GBO2. This MS is a decisive battle specification variant of the Double Zeta Gundam, with the main objective of improving the Double Zeta Gundam's capabilities for protracted operation. In GBO2, this MS will demonstrate its firepower by making full use of the new skills Biosensor Ability Boost and Linked Fire. As you see the unit features, I also have the video up over here, by the way. We'll take a look at that here in a second. From Mobile Suit Gundam Double Zeta, support unit with 700 cost can be deployed both on ground and space. Of course, a Double Zeta Gundam with armor covering the entire body, additional thrusters, and increased propellant take capacity, which means we'd probably get 60 thruster gates, so it being a support. It is also equipped with biosensors and beam coating. Oh, beam coating. Is it going to have the skill? To assist in combat. And has high mega cannon in its abdomen and a variety of missiles, making an overwhelmingly powerful machine that is suitable for decisive battles. And of course, they had to put that in twice, can be deployed in ground and in space. So they got the video right here, but they also showcase some skills. We're going to go ahead and look at the video real fast. Yeah, another full armor Double Zeta. And so the ZZ trilogy is complete. Yep, we finally got it, right? So here we go. We got to see all the suits. A new MS descends on the front, right? First Neo Xeon War, high mega cannon, bulletproof plate armor. Oh damn, bulletproof in an area of beams. All right. Yep. Okay. Got the Double Zeta here, full armor. What's with all this clutter? It's getting heavy. Nice quote. All right. Nothing too special there. Oh, we got little images from the anime. Nice. So, alright, got the Mega Beam Rifle. Looks like the same moveset as the Double Zeta. Okay, so it had the high Mega Particle Cannon on the head, and looks like in the abdomens. Double Vulcan. Alright, just go to Double Vulcans, never mind. Double Cannon. Of course, it's going to have a lot of missiles. Rear missiles. Okay, incendiary missiles. Alright, alright. I wasn't expecting incendiary. High Mega Cannon. And chest. That's a lot of weapons. Let me... I won't cut that now. So here's the new skill, Linked Fire. Pressing the touchpad activates the skill for a certain period of time. During the activation, the performance of the corresponding weapon changes. After the skill ends, the target weapon is disabled for an extended period of time. In addition, the skill cannot be reactivated. So it's a once per life skill. And it seems like for certain weapons, it'll make them react differently. And I think I saw in the description that we're about to read here in a second that the high mega cannon for your forehead now also includes charging up for your shoulder cannons, and you can move while charging that, which you couldn't do normally with the high mega cannon, which the mass production Double Zeta can still do, by the way. Makes no sense, damn sense. Oh my god, okay, we got anti-beam coating level 2. Alright, this is a skill I don't like, so... Reduces HP damage from ranged beam attacks, which that's going to be a lot of suits at this cost, by 30% and reduces reactions. However, damage and reaction reduction ceases when HP falls below 50% and anti-beam armor is reduced to 50%. So thank God it doesn't reduce to 0. It doesn't get reduced, right? Imagine having 0 beam defense at 700. And honestly, depending on how much this thing will, you can put on it initially anyway, that still might be pretty bad, depending, 700, right? Everybody has beams. And sometimes not even having max beam resistance can get you just absolutely annihilated. It is 700, right? But, yeah, so you have the beam coating skill. So that's interesting. I still would prefer not to have the beam coating skill, to be honest. It's probably what the Delta gun we use, or the ballistic version from the full armor Alex, the Chobam armor Alex. My bad. Full armor Alex is a completely different suit. That's also been leaked. So a new skill, the biosensor ability boost, activates at 50% HP, boosting mobility and melee. So bonus damage. Hey, 50% damage there, or 50% health. So yeah, we got our first. I think that's our first support that gets a biosensor there, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. While activated, reactions from cumulative damage are lowered, so it has damage control, it looks like. Melee priority slightly increases, so I'm guessing get priority melee, or melee priority 2. It probably has 1, so I'm assuming 2, maybe 3 even, if they really need to get ballsy. Damage taken while engaged. Ooh, melee damage is reduced. Or when attacked by melee. That's, okay. Maneuver armor level 1 and offense system level 1 are provided. Okay, that's an interesting trade-off. So once you're at 50% health, you lose the beam coating, but you'll get maneuver armor and offense system. This will be the first support to get maneuver armor. Now, I believe there's some other supports. I think the Squeedy, was it? When it activates offense mode level 2, or 2, I should say. Offense mode 2, it gets offense system. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure there is a support out there that does have a offense system somewhere. If not, I'll be wrong about that. Then maybe it'll be the first suit support to have both of those, right? Nullifies all reactions except stagger due to cumulative damage. So yeah, like every other biosensor, once it reaches that point, you can absorb a stun. So yeah, that is okay. But you'll still be stuck with half of your beam resistance. So you have to keep that in mind. Get ready to engage in battle, clad in heavy armor. Damn, okay. There we go. See what you guys think about that for a second. Classic Judo Meat Canyon. Yeah, there's a Meat Canyon video there. What can I say? I like some of his videos, right? There's a big difference between the full armor Double Zeta and the Faz. Well, yeah, the Faz doesn't have a functional Mega Cannon, right? On its forehead. Zeta HML has biosensor 2. Well, what I'm saying is, does that one have the 50% health biosensor? Because I know other supports have biosensor. What I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure some of those only activate at, 25% health, 30% health? One of those? I'm saying, is that the first support to have the 50% biosensor? If it is the Zeta HML, then that's my bad then. HML activates at 30%? Okay, so then it's not then it would be the first support to have 50% activation then. If they give this thing priority 2 like a Shat boosted to priority 3 in biosensor, oh my god, yeah. Hello Sundowner, wonder what the melee reduction values are. Would be like the Stein maybe. Yeah, it had to be. Stein halves melee damage taken. If Full Armor Double Zeta has that too, it's going to be crazy. Oh yeah. So... Oh, that too, Zerglu. The Double Zeta can just take the armor off. Which I believe, doesn't it do that in Maxi Boost as well? But, yeah, that's a lot of stuff, actually, for a Sport 700. Which, honestly, they're not too bad right now at 700 either. Like, the FS Azabi and especially the Kasatria, those suits are really damn good. Oh, yeah, the Dagdoll exists, I forgot. Everyone forgets the Dagdoll exists. But, yeah, that's some pretty impressive skills there, where the first half of your health, which, hold on, let me go back here real fast. How much health did we see this motherfucker have? Oh, fuck, I don't think we see any. I could have swore I saw, like, 25k. Oh, that might have been in the, this thing, which I'm not going to click, is for whatever reason they like to crash the streams, right? I think I saw 25k, maybe more than 25k. It has 30k, damn, you know? So 50% of your health, the first 50%, you'll be resistant to beams. You have the beam coating skill, so you won't get stunned normally unless it's like a heavy stagger or stun accumulation. I actually think they said stun accumulation is reduced. Okay, no, not that. But you have that for the first 50% of your health. In the later 50% of your health, you'll get maneuver armor and offense system combined with damage control and possibly a higher melee priority. I don't know if that would be 2 or 3, depending on if they're making this like a support with 1 melee priority initially. But that's pretty crazy. So of course, there's some more skill introductions here. Pressing touchpad button changes the performance of the ranged weapon compatible with the skill, which would be the sub-weapon high mega cannon. So normal firing, continuous damage can be inflicted by irradiation type beams. So it'll be like a Jirobi beam. Focusing is required for firing, and the weapon must remain stationary during focusing, which is unfortunate that all the double Zetas have to stand still to focus that. But hey, when you got linked fire on, in conjunction with the double cannon, it can inflict damage with a single shot type beam. Causes the enemy units to stronger stagger, okay, when hit. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a heavy stagger. Stronger stagger, that sounds pretty funny though. Explosion is detected at the point where the beam lands, so it has an explosion radius. So you have a heavy stagger explosion radius, and focusing is required to fire the beam, but it's possible to move while focusing. So yeah, that's a pretty nice skill to have. I wonder how much time you'll have though. It has a time limit after which the target's weapons will be disabled for a certain period of time. This skill can be activated once per sortie, so yeah, once per life. And there's a little showcase of the skills. And hey, the Biosensor J ability boost for Judo. When the MS HP falls below 50%, the following effects are automatically activated. Fighting, attack power, maneuverability are increased, so also you get more speed and more damage, obviously, you know, Biosensor. The combat judgment power, combat judgment, is slightly increased. I'm assuming that's melee priority. And the damage to the MS's HP is reduced during a combat attack, so melee attack. The skills, maneuver armor level 1, offense system are added. We already knew that. Reduces the occurrence of damage reactions caused by the accumulation of staggering. So yeah, you got damage control. And yeah, that's just the normal when it activates. So yeah, how are you guys thinking about the double Zeta so far? The full armor double Zeta. Oh man, I realized that beam coding skill is going to be a pain to fight with the Kashat. Yeah, you better know your stun accumulations in for the first 50% of his health. You basically have to fight this new double Zeta in 2 different ways, depending on how much health he has. The first half of his health, you have to use some kind of stun accumulation or a ballistic stun. Because if you're using regular beam weapons to try and stun him, he's not going to get stunned. And if you're using the, if he's at 50% health, then you're going to have to fight him a completely different way. Do you think we'll ever get the Banshee Norn, and so would it stay a raid or be a general since it probably has Awakening mode? I'm assuming it's probably gonna be a general, just assuming, since the regular Banshee is a raid. That has been leaked though, Mike, so gave me a neat new 4-star only to drop another one that can counter it. Well, I mean, hey, who knows, you know, you got active guard or defense mode level 2. Kashat can still stagger full armor as easy through Jirobi funnels and follow funnels, but yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Yeah, so if you gotta know your stun accumulations. Anybody that's new here into the game, make sure you know your stun accumulations. Always know when you're gonna stun somebody. Very valuable to know. The Kashat repair would hit. Yeah, that'd be awesome. If we do get the Norn, it'll have to be a general. Well, hey, like Willie says, it's been leaked to be a general, so who knows. I'm okay with standstill to fire with some weapons, but standstill to charge is death. Yeah, it's going to depend on situations. Bro has phase 1 and phase 2. Yeah, literally a phase 1, phase 2. I'm guessing new beam armor with the banner. Oh my god, if they give you the beam armor to go with this banner, holy shit. That might actually make this suit really powerful. Because, you know, you already take 30% reduced damage from beam weapons. So you add in, if they have the new beam skill, and you get yourself to 70 beam resistance. That's crazy. And then if you half that, you still have, like, a decent amount of resistances left over, at least. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Crazy. And you'll still be taking reduced damage from staggers, too. From beam staggers, multiple beam staggers. So if they release the new beam part, that's going to be kind of gross. It looks cool. Not sure if it's cool enough to come back and play the game again. Who knows? The new map looks like background and port base. Well, yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I believe it's actually different. 91 beam resistance in theory? Jesus Christ. Alright, so let's look at the new map now. New ground map. Mass Driver Facility. New map unlocked. Mass Driver Facility. Alright. A new map, Mass Driver Facility, gotta say it 3 times in a row and make sure it gets in your thick noggin, right? Will be added in an upcoming update. This time it is a ground map with the image of a California-based mass driver. Let us introduce you to the features of the map and how to play. So this doesn't look like exactly the background of the map of the port base. I don't remember these kind of sections being here, but the map features large structures on the ground in the facility adjacent to the waterfront and a towering mass driver that seems to divide the two teams. See, I've got that dividing here. Depending on what I'm going to see next, I wonder if you're going to have to climb on top of the mass driver to get across, you know? Maybe there's going to be sections you can shoot through, but you can go underneath the water, which is cool. As, I think this is water section 2. If not, then, damn. So yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, why do they get to spawn weird over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is 6 capture points here. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to have a mix of things, it looks like. I wonder, these look like they're inside of hangars as well. So, yeah, I'll be interested to see how this will be laid out, which we'll hopefully we'll get a good look at here. Oh, yeah, okay, this is, okay, we've got some big buildings here. Alright, this is going to be interesting. So, Feature 1, Mass Driver. The main battlefield will be the multiple corridors which are located under the elevated mass driver. The elevated central aisle, my bad, is relatively wide, making it easy for large MS to move around. Okay, so you can move underneath it. On the other hand, since the line of fire is easy to pass through, raid and general MS that are good at close combat should proceed while taking advantage of the shields placed beside buildings and corridors around the mass drivers. So yeah, you'll be able to go around a lot of these buildings. These are decent-sized buildings, I believe, as well. In situations where enemy checkpoints are intense and ground progress is difficult, it is effective to use the waterways located at both ends of the map to divert to the backside of the enemy units while hiding underwater to attack enemy MS. So yeah, you'll be able to go underneath the port here, which, with that submarine there, I believe that would be this section here next to D, which is right in front of F. Those points are really close together. But interesting. Looks like it's going to be a decent-sized map, actually. I'll have to look at it when it actually comes out. Feature 2, Unique Battle Zones. This map has many large obstacles in the center of the main battlefield, making it easier for stealth and raid units to cut off the line of fire and engage in combat. However, as you move away from the center, there are more small covers, and there are places where support units can work to their advantage, as they can fire from rooftops of buildings. So basically, you have a lot of cover here in the middle part of the map, and as you get away from the center, there will be less and less cover to work with. So you got the big buildings here, smaller buildings on the outside, and of course water as well on both sides. So yeah, interesting map idea. Looks like there's going to be a lot of things you can do. I really like a big map where there's plenty of zones to fight in, you know. Pretty interesting. Announcement of GBO. Actually, no, I should probably ask you guys how you feel about the new map real fast before we move on. Raid's gonna have a field day? Yeah, we'll have to see. Reminds me of the Code Fairy levels. Well, yeah, there was a Code Fairy level that took place at a mass driver. I believe that was California base or the Florida one. One of those two. I think the Florida one actually... No, I think the California one was that big open one with the mass driver on the side. It was like more of like a big open middle, and the sides of that opening were cities, or not cities, a bunch of buildings, right? New map hot. Underwater would be cool. Yeah, I'm glad there's an underwater section here. Places for amphibious suits to work in. Imagine there will be 2 choke points. You either need to get above or swim around the mass driver to get to the other side. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of too. I thought it looked like a Code Fairy map too. Yeah, I mean, they share the same assets. The one where you defend the Gaw. Yeah, that one. I think. They probably took inspiration from the limited time event they did with Port Base. I hope so. I want those back in spectator, or not spectator, in regular not regular matches. The ones you can do in the rooms, right? That'd be awesome. I like to have those special maps back. It's a nice looking map, to be honest. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Will it even be possible to fly over the mass driver, or will it be near the top of the skybox? Who knows? I'm going to assume no at this, looking at it, but hopefully you can. Cape Canaveral? Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Yeah, it might be that map. Go Ferry takes place at the California base. No, well they do move bases. They start off in California base, or I say they start off there. At one point you were at California base, but you move all the way down to Florida, I believe, near the end of the war. I think literally the last second of the war, you live. Blue side might be easier to bomb, seeing how close it is to the water. Yeah. All right. So now we're on to the GBO Autumn Festival, which I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a very plain design. You know, it's not like that one Moon Gundam one they had would look kind of awesome, right? GBO Autumn Festival, and you got little orange harrow. Some leaves let you know it's autumn. Well, here we would like to announce our first GBO Autumn Festival. So it's the first one. All right, scheduled from here, 28th to the 12th of the 10th October. Event like weekly 10 consecutive supply drops, up to 20 drops, and limited missions for all pilots. More details will be announced later in the information, so please wait for the announcement. So, I wonder what we're good for limited missions. Last but not least, this update will apply coming up tomorrow. At least for me. Thursday for some of y'all. Cooler days are coming. Keep warm and hydrated. We will see you next time. Development, Nakagawa. Alright, for any of those that joined in that are completely new to the stream here, I say completely new, that just arrived, we got Oda is leaving, we got Nakagawa coming in, apparently he's been in. We have the Full Armor Double Zeta. This is a support with a lot of, it sounds really good actually, a lot of weapons, a lot of new skills, 50% of its health, the first 50% will give you beam coating level 2 instead of when you're at 50% health, instead of going all the way down to 0 beam resistance, you get 50% of your beam resistance. So there's that. And it also comes with a biosensor where it'll get maneuver armor at 50% health, a maneuver armor and offense system. It'll be the first support to get maneuver armor. And I believe it's the first support to get biosensor at 50% health. I think the highest we had at that point is suits that had 30%, right? And we do have it also has linked fire, which will make its head cannon work in a different way, where it will combine with the double cannons to provide a explosion radius heavy stagger. And yeah, we got a new map, Mass Driver Facility. Looks like a pretty nice, diverse map in terms of where you can fight. We got waterways on the side here. You got these big, towering buildings to hide behind. But on the outskirts, you got these little buildings, right? Nice to see how that map will work in total. I wonder how far you can go. Like, if we can go all the way around this section, or if you can go all the way out here to try and, get around there. Interesting to see. They'll give us some more detail. Here's some more appearances of the map. Good old submarine. Looks like it's going to be decently sized. And there's plenty of room for close quarters and sniping. So you can probably jump on top of these buildings. Maybe. That'd be awesome. And we got the Autumn Festival coming up. So, yeah. Let me know how you guys think about that so far. Near the end, they traveled to Florida to make a final stand at Cape. Yep, that's what I mentioned earlier. Unless that was before I mentioned it, then sorry I missed that. Hope when pulling for the Phas Gundam, I get a chance of getting the Aggen. Yeah, Aggen's really, really fun. Really fun suit. To get back with the Full Armor Double Zeta after HP half beam without new armor. If beam is max 25 with new armor, will be 39, 45 or so when effective new armor is active. Yeah, sounds like he can easily, possibly negate that that 50% beam armor. I hope part of those map complaints was that most of them weren't in the map rotation. I believe some of them they mentioned was that some of the suits were, if we double check actually, that some of the suits were really big for the maps, and they're gonna edit those. It is difficult to pass through, or the unit usually gets stuck, mainly due to the larger size of the MS on the existing maps. So many complaints of that. So we might get changes to maps to accommodate the bigger suits. So I don't know exactly where they're getting stuck at, but there are some moments where it does feel cramped. Not gonna lie, for like 700. So, and hopefully they do something about map rotation as well, because I'm not tired of not tired. I am tired of playing some of the same maps. Full Armor Double Zeta looks cool. Also, just orders the Full Armor Gundam Thunderbolt HG. Hey, nice. Hopefully that works out good for you. Double Zeta Gundam is a gen raid and a support, but the Unicorn series aren't. It's because they know that Double Zeta is better than Unicorn, of course. Unicorn sucks. They know that where the real ones are at. They know that the Chads watch Double Zeta. Overall, it looks like a good mini event, though the bottom of it is just for PC players to get the recent 5th anniversary suit. Possibly. Little advice for everybody: do not roll for this MS the same day it releases. Wait 3 more days so the tickets and tokens you might buy count for the monthly missions of October. Yeah, that's some wise advice there. Finrir, who knows? Maybe the platinum rewards might be worth it. Yeah, that too. Autumn event. Yup. I remember getting stuck on small lips and getting killed because of it. Oh yeah, like there's always that C point on Abandoned City. C point where you can go in between the buildings. The Hidalfer can't get through the buildings when it's transformed, but it can do that normally when not transformed, I believe. And I think some suits. There's also some suits that have really weird collision boxes. The Zeku's Y can fit through smaller gaps than the Sazabi. Because it has a really its collision box is smaller than the Sazabi's, which is funny to think about. Because the Zeku's Y is fucking massive, right? And I made you 9, and I made you 9, and I made you 9, and I made you 9. Yeah, that one. That the good old Double Zeta song, right? It's not just anime. ZZ's better because it's not anime. Hey man, he's got a point. Hold up, he cooked. Everyone love Arctic and Underground, and Fave Fravito is Impact. If we're trying to say fan favorite king, is there some new Spanish word I haven't learned about? Possible Nightingale buff? I would like to hope so. I'm probably going to wait until your initial thoughts before I jump on this next MS. Okay, so to get on with that, the announcement that I said at the end of this, I said it's in the title, right? So I think I'll be taking a step back from GBO2 after this banner, depending on if I get it or not. Obviously, I haven't been playing the game as much recently. I've mentioned that in a few videos and streams at this point. So I'm going to go do my usual rolls for the Double Zeta, the Full Armor Double Zeta. If I don't get it, I don't get it. If one of my friends get it, I'll be sure to give you guys at least a testing video for the suit. And if they have a way to record it and send it to me, I will, I'll see if they can send, like, if Taru gets it right, then he can send it to me. And maybe I can give you guys initial thoughts that way. Burnout, it happens. Yeah, yeah, I'd say it's been a good few years, right? Um, yeah, just getting a little bit tired of GBO2 at the moment. I still think it's a pretty fun game. Like, I keep saying this every time we're on a stream. Um, I say every time, most of the time, right? GBO2 does have the bones of a really great game in it, right? There's some stuff that just been really kind of getting on my nerves about it, and there's also been certain aspects of like I've seen in the community that's been like really, really terrible, right? Like some of the you're looking to branch out. Oh yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I'm planning to do yet. I mean, I have an idea, right? I'm still gonna post some stuff here. Like, if I feel like streaming a game, obviously I can just do that when I want to, right? I mean, just yesterday I decided to do like just a random late night Titanfall 2 stream. Just had some fun with some friends. Some of them, we play with GBO2 with, right? Actually, all of them. Had a lot of fun playing Titanfall 2. Did a little bit of Armored Core 6 the past 2 weeks, right? But I do have an idea of what I want to go. Because I'm not giving up on Gundam, right? Because obviously that's what the whole channel's kind of built on, is Gundam Battle Operation 2. In fact, if you guys watch my first video on this channel, I believe that's in the description for the first video. Is that I found the game really, really. I found the game so fun that I wanted to make videos on it, right? And I already told, I said this before, that I was inspired by Rob, Flailthroughs to make some videos, right? And I still recommend you guys can go watch him. Like, for anybody that's really on the casual side, GBO2, he's still a pretty good channel. He's a really interesting guy to talk to. Whenever, I had my few streams with him, while I was streaming with Salty Walty, he's a really, really interesting guy to talk to. Honestly, I wish he's just a well of knowledge, right? I wish I can talk to him almost like all day, essentially, because I feel like I can get some really good conversations out of him. But yeah. Always the Japanese online games have really terrible connection issues. Sometimes. But yeah, this one is just, there's some really annoying issues where, yeah, I feel like I'm fighting people that are 5 seconds into the future, right? And it sucks. So there's moments where like I feel like I should definitely be getting away with tackles or whatnot. Or, when you fight a support, you both do your downswings. The support just goes through yours for whatever reason. It's like, okay, that's fine. That's cool. But, yeah, I might, again, this will depend on, if I get one more initial thoughts out of this or not. Again, if not, I can probably ask if somebody else has it. They can lend me some footage if they want to. If not, I'll probably do just a testing and call it there. But in terms of, like, normal content going forward, I'll probably do, I'll probably go back to doing some more of those Gunpla shorts, just for a little bit. I'm not gonna be like a shorts only channel or anything, God forbid I'm not gonna turn into fucking TikTok, right? I'm gonna rot your fucking brains out if you watch that all day, right? God, I was hearing some people getting just lost and watching shorts for hours and hours. It's like, no, I can't. Yeah, no. So I'll probably do some more of those little Gunpla shorts, right? But I do have an idea where I want to go with this channel. It's still gonna be mecha related in some areas, right? Actually, no, for a lot of it's probably going to be mecha related, right? I do have this game, GBO2, to thank for helping me get into, Gundam in general. Now, I did have my friend Pretty Swift NPC moding game. Yeah, let me go to fucking short, like, live stream real fast and just be like, gang, 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 yum, yum. Dude, I can do the Glizzy Gobbler, dude. Glizzy mode activated. But yeah, I do have GBO2 and Gundam. I had a friend who, was into Gundam. Pretty Swift, we stream with him sometimes here. I say we, I do. Pretty nice guy. Showing me a little bit of Gundam. I was like kind of aware of the franchise. I was aware of the franchise, but I wasn't into it. And then, I played Gundam Battle Operation 2. Rob really helped me get into that game with his videos. And got really interested into Gundam itself. And as you guys probably have heard me say, I dug myself into a a pretty big rabbit hole of mecha stuff, right? So I got the Gundam, and then it went on to, it's like, oh, this is really good. I can try out all these other games. I got a bunch of the Gundam games, like Federation vs. Xeon, Gundam versus Zeta Gundam, which we streamed before on this channel. We got some Gundam Side Stories, which is like a 4 out of 10 game. Swift's cool. He understands the superiority of Amuro and Frau. So you're still going to make videos, just not for GBO, just not GBO2 for a second. I thought you were going to take a break from YouTube, which is fine. Some YouTubers need to do that. Well, I mean, essentially, you know, I'm not going to be posting too many videos in the time before I want to do what I want to do, essentially. I might post some, like, funny little meme ones. But, yeah, it's probably going to be a few shorts. Not the Glizzy Gobbler. Jesus Christ. But yeah, because of Gundam and GBO2, I got into a bunch of other mecha. You know, I also got Gundam Breaker 3. And, you know, of course, I got into Super Robot Wars because of it, which led to me figuring out other mecha series like Votoms, Gunbuster, even non-mecha series, because Super Robot Wars T, which is the first one I've played, had Captain Harlock, so now I'm into Captain Harlock because of it. Which is, I believe, is written by the guy that's made Spaceship Yamato, which was in Super Robot Wars V. I Dare You to Play G-Savior. Oh, the PS2 game. Isn't that one considered good by a lot of people? Upload viewer clips? Potentially. Might, you know, if people are really into that, I guess. I do have some guest videos, but, yeah. Custom Mecha Wars, here we come. Oh, dude, that would be a really fun game to stream. If you guys haven't seen, Custom Mecha War or Custom Mech Wars, it's being made by the guys who did EDF. You can find the trailer on YouTube. It's essentially Gundam Breaker 3, except you get to make a robot from the ground up using a bunch of just stupid ass parts. Or I say stupid, some of them are actually like real, like they're mecha parts, like arms and legs. And you have some parts of like buses and cars and shit. It looks really goofy but really fun. I'll be sure to try that out. And, you know, I'll still be doing some streams with Pretty Swift as well every second Friday. So the channel's not going to be completely dead, right? And, yeah, I'll figure out exactly how I'm going to do what I want to do later. This should give me some time, though. So, yeah, again, to repeat, again, I have not been playing the game too much lately, so I'm not, you know, I don't have a whole stockpile of tokens. So if I'm going to roll for the Double Zeta, the Full Armor Double Zeta, which is a 700 4-star suit, I'm not, if I don't get it, I don't get it. If a friend has it, I'll do a testing video with them, you know, with them, and if they want to, they can get some matches and send it my way, and I'll probably do initial thoughts that way. If not, there won't be initial thoughts. I'm debating on if on Friday for you guys, if you guys want to have one more spectator stream, or even, you know, maybe that can be a regular every Friday. But that will rely on you guys wanting to participate and join in, of course. But yeah, there's that news. Whatever you do next, I hope it works out. I'll keep following the channel. Well, thank you, Myra. The EZZ, baby. Yeah, Taru. The long bus and bus mech. Yeah, and also the drill cock mech kaiju. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff it looks like you can do in that game. So I'll definitely be trying that out. So yeah, well, I'll still be doing a bunch of mecha stuff here. And who knows, maybe I'll even branch out further if I really want to and get into the stuff that I originally liked, like kaiju stuff, you know? Before I liked Gundam, I liked kaiju. I used to like Star Wars a lot too, but as I said numerous times, Star Wars kind of fucking blows right now. Except for Andor, which is funny to think about. There's a rumor going around that Titanfall 3 might be in production. Yeah, there's people saying that's probably why they even fixed Titanfall 2 in the first place, is they want to get hype around Titanfall again so they can make a 3. And if they make a Titanfall 3, I hope it's really good. You know, Titanfall 2 is actually a really good game. It has its flaws. It certainly has its flaws. But I think it's really worth it if you guys can find it for cheap. When will you do a Godzilla PS4 stream? I don't have Godzilla PS4. I saw some reviews of it, right? Godzilla's approaching the generator. Godzilla's approaching the generator. Godzilla's approaching the generator. Godzilla's approaching the generator. All that good shit, right? Roblox Car Crusher Street Tar. Do that on your own time, bro. I'm not in your sick fetishes. Hopefully I get it. Game is super generous on giving me one of my favorite suits, the Double Zeta. Well, hey, hopefully you do, Taro. You can send me some videos. Anything else I need to say? I guess for those that are kind of joined in, sorry, we got the whole other announcement, but yeah, I had to repeat everything. Oda is gone. Nakagawa is in. They might be changing up some maps for bigger suits. We got the full Armor Double Zeta arriving, which, just to go over its skills again, you'll see here. Linked fire, pressing touchpad, so it replaces your head mega particle cannon with the shoulders, or it combines the shoulders and the head particle to get a heavy stagger explosion radius weapon. You can see there. Anti-beam coating level 2 instead of the level 1, which is what the Delta has, and to an extent the Chobham Armor Alex has a ballistic version of that. Reduces HP taken from damaged beam attacks by 30%. Reduces reactions, however, damage and reaction reduction ceases when HP falls below 50%, but your anti-beam armor, instead of going straight down to 0, is now reduced to 50%, which is quite nice. I feel like that should be level 1, honestly. And, yeah, the skill biosensor ability boost, which is the first support to have a 50% health boost. It'll boost your mobility and your melee from, if you have level 1, I'm assuming you'll get level 2 melee priority. If you have level 2 melee priority, maybe you'll get 3. Reactions from cumulative damage, you get damage control. And you'll gain maneuver arm level 1, which is a first for supports, and you'll get offense system level 1. So new skills like that. And you will get a new map, Mass Driver Facility, which I will, even if I don't get the Double Zeta, I think I'll at least try out the new map, because it does look fun. So there's the Mass Driver Facility. Here's a few images. There are going to be 6 points. Some more looks here, and yes, there will be underwater segments as well. And we will be getting a Autumn Festival, and this will all be coming in. Well, not the Autumn Festival, that will be on the 28th. But tomorrow, or, well, Thursday for some of y'all, we will be getting both a new map and it's Double Zeta. So, yeah. Any other final thoughts for everybody here before we go ahead and stop the stream? When will you do... I already read that one. Godzilla's cool? Yeah. Godzilla's awesome. Probably... Oh, God. I think my first favorite would be Megalon. Megalon's probably my favorite Godzilla monster kaiju. I think Godzilla himself would actually be like second. I think it would be the 1954 Godzilla for me. Or the... I think Heisei would be right behind it, though. And by Heisei, I mean the Destroyer Godzilla. Because, some of those Heiseis are different from each other, right? Oh, damn, who would be third? I think third might be like some Ultraman kaiju or Gamera, right? Big Lizard Go Burr is cool. Well, I mean, it's not only just Burr, right? Because there's some stories that go into other stuff, like the whole allegory for nuclear weapons in the first movie, right? And of course, I believe the idea behind Shin Godzilla was Japan trying to work out its own problems. Was that supposed to be it? I believe, not relying on other countries, being autonomous. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because, you do have some movies that are definitely like hello Onyx. You definitely have some movies that are like Big Godzilla, brr, destroy everything, right? And some of those movies are kind of, they're fun just for fun's sakes, but some of them are kind of like bad though, like the legendary Godzilla movies, the King of the Monsters and Kong. They're dumb fun, right? But they're also dumb. They're not my favorite movies. but they are, you know, they got some awesome moments, but awesome in terms of just, it's like key jangling, right? Just waiting for the Glizzy Gobbler banner with the, the enhanced grip. Oh, fuck yeah. Get the UFO Grandizer game. Oh, yeah, I forgot. When is that coming out? Is that sometime this year or next year? I'm definitely going to get that one because it interests me. Not because of the IP, but well, maybe because of the IP, because it's just kind of a weird idea to have a game on that, right? It's like, oh, hey, okay, yeah, I'll take that. Isn't that part of Mazinger? It's so weird how instead of getting a Mazinger game, we got UFO Grandizer, or Grandizer, however you want to say it. Nah, this full Armor Double Zeta is a support. Yeah. Godzilla vs. Megaguirus was a neat movie. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of neat movies. I actually kind of like. It's funny because Godzilla vs. Ghidorah was apparently, it was notorious for being a bad film back in the day, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as some of the Gamera films, the Showa Gamera films. In terms of Heisei, yo, the Gamera Heisei movies, those movies I think those are better than Heisei Godzilla movies. I'm gonna be honest. And I think they're good enough movies that they're actually like movie movies, right? You can't just look at them and go monster movies. I think some of those Gamera films are actually like can be considered movies. They're that good. Any kaiju games that come out in the last 8 years? There was. Oh god, what is it called? There's like a monster. It's kind of like 3D. I want to say 3D Arena. Oh my god, I can't remember the name of it. Colossal Combat? No, it's on Steam. I can't remember the name of it now. But they have like an Ultraman ripoff named Giga Man, and they had DLC for they actually have Godzilla monsters in there. They have Godzilla, the Heisei Godzilla. They have Kiryu, and they have Destroyer, and I believe Gigan as well. Gigan, whatever you want to say. Those guys are DLC in that game. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I do have it in my my Steam list. I just can't check it right now. There's also a not Godzilla. They have a strategy game where you're fighting giant monsters. Damn, I can't remember these names. God damn. It's because I haven't played them too much yet. Wait, maybe I'll finally find some time to, right? Hot take, Godzilla Revenge isn't that bad? No. I think a lot of people think it might be bad because of maybe the lack of interesting kaiju fights, right? But the whole idea between Godzilla's Revenge, that's the one with Gabra, right? The whole idea is about the kid growing up, right? He's growing up away from Godzilla. Which is a interesting, I believe that's also made by Hondo, right? Ishiro Hondo, which is, you know, the guy that does the original Godzilla movie. It's an interesting idea, right? Where the kid is growing up away from, he's trying not to be a kid anymore, he's growing up, right? You don't want to be attached too much to certain things. Gigabash. Thank you, Zerglu. It's called Gigabash. Thank you. How long ago was Godzilla Destroy All Monsters? Bro, I don't know. I played Unleashed, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because that game was not as good as it could have been. Although it's still fun, though. Yes, very simple 3D arena fighters are all I know about. Yeah, there's not anything been like major. Of course, actually, damn, when did the PS4 Godzilla came out? Would that be in the 8 years? Did you even say 8 years? Goddamn. I hope they improve the story for Daemon X Machina 2. Yeah. Oh, I forgot they're making a sequel. Assault Suit Lanos 3 win. Oh, hey Taro, I'll let you know that there is I'm pretty sure there is a 3. It's on the PS2. Or some kind of remake or something. It's like not an RTS, some kind of like XCOM like game, strategy game. Can't wait for you to start playing more not GBO2 games. Yeah, and of course I'll still have the Discord up too for anybody that wants to join in. We do chat regularly. It seems like at this point in the Discord chat, playing whatever. I recently actually got the Castlevania Advance Collection. It was also in a pack with Getsu Fumiden, which is like an older property of Konami's, right? Fuck Konami, by the way, with their stupid ass decisions they make sometimes. But Getsu Fumiden is actually a pretty nice game. I actually kind of enjoyed playing it, and of course, I have to play through some of those Castlevania games. Godzilla came out to 2040, Jesus Christ, 2014, 2015. Yeah, 2014 for PS4 Godzilla. Oh yeah, that'd be past 8, right? Is Castlevania good? Depends on which Castlevania you're asking. The series, the games, and which game, in which series. I've only played a lot of the 2D side-scroller ones, the OG Castlevania games. I also played Symphony of the Night, but I'm more interested in the OG style of gameplay. And my favorite one so far would probably be honestly either the first Castlevania or Super Castlevania 4. And I'll probably lean a little bit towards Super Castlevania 4. I find that game really fun to play. I also kind of like that you can save. With the way they have those games set up, you can save in certain areas. I mean, I actually did a run normally in that game, but there's been a time where I actually tried to play the game again. I was like, okay, I don't want to go all the way back after dying. I'm just gonna save here. I'll save scum. I admit it. Sometimes I'll save scum. All my homies hate Konami. Good. I would let you borrow Godzilla, but I'm afraid of shipping. I can probably just buy it on my own. I usually buy things for myself, physically. Kind of like I did with all the Gundam games that you guys seen me stream before. Most of those are mine. Some of those are pretty Swift's games, but a lot of those are mine that I own physically. And the Zeta Gundam, the Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam was actually a review copy, I believe. It was brand spanking new. Essentially untouched. And guess what? I fucking opened it. Because I wanted to play the game, bro. New season of Castlevania in 3 days. Oh, that's the one with Richter, right? Again, I've only watched the first season of Castlevania. I liked it, but I don't know why. Nothing really got me to watch the rest of the seasons. I don't know why. Godzilla game would probably be in the thousands. Well, let me double check. I have my handy dandy phone with me right now. Let's go see how much the Godzilla PS4 game is right now. Let's go to eBay. Godzilla PS4. There's some for... Oh, this one's actually... This guy's selling just the case and game for $50. Alright, I see one for $80. 80, 190, 200, 100... So nothing above... Oh, actually, there is one above 100, 225, so there's that. The rest of it... What? This guy's selling it for $750. What the fuck? Get bent, bro. I'm not buying that shit for $750. You got me fucked up. But there is one for 80. PS4 game, Godzilla game should be pretty cheap. LOL, never mind. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, bro. They ain't cheap. This one's called Godzilla Versus. Oh, is this the Japanese version of the PS4 game? You found one for 1,000? Bro, I ain't buying that. See, a lot of these are at least below like 200. Most of these are below 200, right? But yeah, dog, I ain't buying it for over 200. Sorry. The game's not that good. It's honestly not that good of a game that you need to be paying like 1,000 damage. 1,000 damage. 1,000. I mean, damage to your bank account for sure. Some motherfuckers are really trying to jip you out there. The ultra rare PAL Australian release for $269. Alright, well that's interesting. I highly recommend finishing the series, if for no other reason, the delight in Powerhouse's phenomenal fight animations. Story is good too. I'll check some more reviews. I just remember hearing some mixed things of I forget which season it was. Season 3. How many? There's like 4 seasons, right? This man is using a beam rifle in real life. Damage. Yeah. Have you played Ghost of Tsushima? Tsushima. Yes, I have. It's a pretty fun game. I recommend it. Highly recommend it. Recommend enough to where if people see that game for sale, I almost want to say buy it immediately. Ghost of Tsushima is a really fun game. I believe it's made by the same gaming company that made Sly Cooper, I want to say. I think they even have a referenced item in there as well. Money, my bad. Money back to ruining your favorite IP. Yeah, they're about to make another pachinko machine. Damn, I thought after all this tangents we've been on, I thought that everybody would be leaving around like 10 people live watching. But I guess we'll go ahead and wrap everything up unless everybody else has got something to say. If anybody else wants to finish off something here. A lot of the negative reviews seem to focus on the story direction, which is stupid. Castlevania 3 had hardly any story. I think it might be... I mean, you don't have to have a lack of a story to not have, like, maybe the story direction where it's going. Like, I don't know exactly what those reviews are talking about, but, you know, maybe it's... I don't know. Like, you can have a story about, like, a chair, right? Look at the Brave Little Toaster, right? How can you make a story about a fucking toaster, right? And then you make actually a pretty good movie. But then again, I have to know what the actual negative reviews were, so I know what they mean by story direction. All I know for a fact is they skipped Simon, and Simon would have made a nice 2 seasons for Castlevania, because Simon's a big fucking badass, and you can't at me otherwise. First season is a fucking Simon just clowning on Castlevania and Dracula. In the second season, when he get cursed, so it's just Castlevania 2. And then it's just Simon going around Europe collecting all of the parts of Dracula to bring him back to life. And then he fucking kills his ass again. That makes him for some really entertaining TV. Of course, you know, you have to mess with it. You can't just have it just... each episode just being Simon just mollywhopping each floor. That'd be kind of funny, though, but... Everything I saw on it complained about ruining Castlevania's game story, which it didn't, because there wasn't really one really to ruin. Might be the characters they're talking about, because I know a lot of people had problems with, was it Hector? And I think they actually skimped out on one of the characters, too. The one that's like the road pirate or where the fuck he is. And, you know, by the admittance of the guy who made it, I think he said that he doesn't care for Castlevania. I think he even said, like, some of them don't even have a story in the first place, which is a little bit false. You know, there's at least something to work off in some of the games, I'd say. Maybe less for the, like, some of the OGs, but definitely for... You can at least... I imagine you can make something out of Symphony of the Night. Speaking of Sly Cooper, I have Sly 2 or 3 on my PS2. Nice. Waiting for Soulframe, a Warframe spin-off that's going to be free to play. Is that one Taro where it's like kind of like the prequel? But yeah, I don't know. There's something just nothing really interests me in watching the rest of the seasons. Again, like the first season I really enjoyed. Maybe, I don't know. Something never really drew me back. And usually that's, I don't know, usually that's kind of a bad thing to me, where like I'm not getting that feeling that I want to watch more, right? Because usually if there's if I haven't finished something, I kind of have that gnawing feeling to go finish it, right? AC has story viewer, never got past one play. Armored Core has a story viewer, never got past one playthrough. Is that Angry Joe? Please don't tell me that's Angry Joe. I already know he's like fucking stupid, but or cringe. Sometimes, actually, no, a lot of times when it comes to movie reviews. Yeah, if you reviewed Armored Core and you didn't at least do the 3 playthroughs, then what the fuck you doing, bro? You can't just review just from doing 1 playthrough. Trevor Alucard and Sypha, I'm going to say that, are the focus of seasons 1 through 4, adapted from the Vince Castlevania. I mean, I know that. I figured that when they didn't complete the first season story, that the rest of the seasons were probably going to be involved with Trevor. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and again wrap everything up. I'll give you guys 1 more minute. It's now 1 hour and 5 minutes. So at 1 hour and 6 minutes. See if anybody else got anything else to say, and we'll go ahead and officially close the live stream. And again, thank you guys for checking everything out here. For those that are following the channel, you know, over 3,000 subscribers. That is, you know, you know, for a lot of people that'd be pretty small compared to like bigger YouTubers. But that's still 3,000 individuals that are subscribed to you. Even if I just had just 100 subscribers, that's still pretty nice, you know? So yeah, thank you guys for doing that. For checking out my stuff. If you guys haven't, if you want to, you're more than welcome to. He loved Barbie for the political messaging. Who is this? But people falsely assume that it was based around Symphony of the Night. Oh, okay. Yeah, so those are the people that just aren't aware of the other Castlevania games. The ones that only played the Metroidvanias then. They forgot that Alucard was in a previous Castlevania game. Another Dagdoll buff. Maybe. But yeah, that'll be it, everybody. Enjoy the Double Zeta. And if I get it, I get it. And that'll be 1 more initial thoughts. And I might do 1 more spectator stream. That'll be up to you guys. I'll probably do a poll for it. And if I do a poll for it, I do hope that the people that actually vote for it would actually show up. That'd be nice. And we can have 1 big ol' spectator stream. Maybe a short one, but who knows. Uploaded me crushing the pilots with action video. Oh, I'll take a look at that then, Tara. Probably put it in the community tab as well. Also, yeah, I do have some people in the, I believe the, we go over to my channel. In the community tab. Not the community tab, my bad, the channels. There's some people you can check out. I got all my friends that I play with. You know, I got Tara's over here, Tara the Amoeba, Honey, Gendry, Stefan, and some other GBO2 YouTubers as well. We got Emil, people that I generally check out, that I recommend. Also, there's Sundowner too. Lily Beta, there's James, there's Goosum Fox, of course, Fell Throughs. That is one of our other friends. Got Trunks, there's another guy I watched early on. Of course, Red Wolf Vion, Salty Walty, EG Magnum, and Sync Wavy, which I believe you move on to Armor Core now, but you guys can check those guys out. Hell in the Cell? Oh my god, no. Still waiting for HWS Gundam Banner? No. Alright, that'll be it. See you guys. Goodbye.